Welcome back to Danberg SC. Today, we are going to talk about something very special. We are going to talk about... Oh, jeez. Screw that up. We're going to talk about how to stop the 4-gate Zealot proxy in ZvP. This is a brutal build that I've had happen a whole bunch of times with me recently. It's kind of back in the meta, and we are dying to it a lot. So, we're going to talk about this today. So, step number one is preparation to understanding what's coming and knowing what's happening. So the first thing you need to do in this matchup is your Overlord scouting and your pathing and your timing. So your first Overlord is always going to go out to the natural of your opponent. Alright, your first Overlord is always going to go out to the natural of your opponent, where this guy's going right now. And your next Overlord is always going to go to your natural to see if you're getting cannon rushed or blocked. This is how you have to play against Protoss, basically. You can send your first Overlord to your natural and your second one to their main or whatever, but that's kind of a little bit of a gray zone, what you want to do. But I do it this way, because I want to see if he's expanding or not. So, after that, I don't know he's proxying me. I don't know anything about what this guy's doing right now, so I'm doing my standard opener, which is just a 16 hatch, an 18 gas, a 17 pool. I put my gas and my pool away from the ramp if he's going to all in me, if he's going to cannon rush me. I like to be able to protect my pool so I can get a roach warden or whatever else I need. And we're basically just playing through. My third Overlord, which I'm about to make right now, is going to go out to my third base. And the third Overlord going out to the third is to see if he has a probe out there or anything like that, trying to block my third or anything. But actually, we have 4 gates going down over here with 2 pylons behind it. So I don't know about this yet, but we're going to just continue playing normally like we think he's doing a standard build, because there's no reason to open up pool first with a bunch of lings every game, unless that's, you know, kind of how you like to play. We're going to go into this a little bit more and we'll talk about it. But basically, I don't know anything that's going on. You don't know anything that's going on. It just kind of shows up at your base like it does to me. Then we can work on this together. So as soon as pool is done, we get our standard 2 queens, 4 lings that we do every matchup. And now I'm going to be checking. As soon as I start speed, we pull off of gas, pull 2 off of gas. And we're going to see, okay, what is he doing? Is he expanding? Is he expanding? Oh my god, he's not expanding. Okay, we're gonna get some spines, because if he's not expanding, we need to get some spines. Oh my god, we have zealots. Okay, so here's where I've made my decisions, and here's what we have to do. So let's talk about how to react to what's going on here, okay? So, here we go. So how to react to this. So, what I usually do is if they're not expanding, I just get 2 spines in my natural. Because it's, you know, there might be immortals or some shit over here, and I'm trying to protect my natural right now. But that's not always the correct way. So as soon as I see it's zealots, we get into this timing down here. First off, spines need to go in your main base, and you need to stop drone production. That's because he right now has 14 workers, and we have 20 workers. He has 5 zealots, and we have 4 zerglings, which is not good. Okay, so this is what we need to do first. So let's take it one step at a time. First, spines in the main, stop worker production. Cancel that. Oh shit, we gotta get to the main base. Jeez. Your forces are under attack. Okay, we get spines in the main. Okay, so that is step 1. So we're starting spines in the main base, and we're bringing all of our shit home. And we're just trying to not defend this. So if he's going to send all of his zealots to try to attack your natural, all you have to do is pull a bunch of workers, and your queens can attack the zealots and basically kill it before it can get your hatchery. If he does get your hatchery, he has literally nothing else, and you should have a shitload of lings banked up to just overpower this area. So it's a stupid idea for him to come and attack right here. He wants to try to kill your queens. So let's go down to tips, and then we're going to talk about tips first, and then we're going to talk about how we defend it. So tips. Your tips is you need to protect at all costs our main base. This guy right here is your money maker in this matchup, so you need to protect it at all costs. How you protect it? The number 1 most important are your queens. Your queens can outrun zealots on creep, so you need to make sure your queens stay alive, because it's just easy DPS that they can't do anything about. Number 2, you need to protect your spines, so you need to find a place to put your spines that is easy to defend. you're going to see that the spines I have out in front of my base are all going to die because his zealots, but the ones inside my mineral lines here are the ones that are able to protect all of my viable resources, including my pool, my gas, my hatchery itself, the units, the drones, and it's easy to defend it. I can body block. Number 3, we need to protect the drones, but we shouldn't be making a shitload of workers because, again, he has 14 workers. We should max be on 14 to 16 workers. We don't need the 20 I have right now, so we can drop them into spines. And after that, we need to be banking up lings and thinking about how we need to transition. All right, and what's he doing for his transition? So those are the tips. Let's talk about defense. So 2-3 spines in the mineral. We need to take our queens, like I said, and we need to kite our zealots. We dump all of our larvae into lings, and we're not going to make any overlords because we're going to lose units, and we're not going to be supply blocked for a while. So I have all the way up to 36 right now. I'm only on 28. So we have a lot of room that we can make a lot of lings and stuff like that. So let's watch our reaction. And now with this in mind, I'm going to talk through it again here. So, in defense, spines. We need to get 2 to 3 spines in our natural. We need to keep our queens alive. The zealots cannot hit our queens, so I'm just trying to protect my my drones, and I'm using the queens to try to pull focus away from my spines. Let the spines finish, buddy. You don't let them. You don't need to attack them. Let the spines finish. Let the spines finish. Now we're gonna run away with the queens. The spine's almost done. The spine is done. Now we are made. He's gonna try to kill the spine now because he knows that's important. But I've got energy on my queens that I can transfuse. So we're gonna body block the spine. It's okay to lose workers. It's okay to lose workers. We're transfusing the spine. Boom. We've held the first wave. The most dangerous wave of this is done. The 5 zealot push is already finished. Now he has 2 zealots. He's about to get 2 more. But now I've already got 8 lings on the way. I've got 2 queens. I've got 4 lings right now. And I have a spine left. And I have a natural left. So I'm looking very good. Now it's time to do the follow-up. So the follow-up to this is we need to have our overlord at his natural, this guy, needs to go see what the fuck are you doing in here? What's going on in here? We also need to see, are you doing anything else over here? As you drop new tech or something like that. That's why this overlord goes over to the 3rd. Always needs to see it. And then after that, we're going to slowly move our spines down. But we're not going to get over greedy because, again, he's only on 14 workers right now. So, without further ado, let's take a look. I've got a bunch of lings banked up, and I'm still just banking up more and more lings. We're going to try to pick off his stragglers. We're not going to let these zealots go home. He committed those 2 zealots. So now he doesn't have 6 zealots. He has 4 zealots. We're moving down. We're attacking. And all we have to do is keep our queens alive, right? My lings, they don't need to attack. They can run away. I throw the lings away. I shouldn't have done that. That was just bad control on my part. But basically, yeah, we're just going to bank up lings. We haven't made any overlords yet. We're not even making queens. We don't need more than 2 queens. We've got spines. Now, again, we're going to slowly rotate the spines down. We should have 2 to 3 spines to defend against this if he comes in with a big ball, if he banks up like 10 zealots or something like that. Here we go. So, we've got all these lings now surrounded so he can't move. Queens are safe. We can throw these lings away. That's fine. Because we still have a better worker count than he does now. Because we're already starting to win. Now, we're not going to start making drones yet. Again, we're going to wait until we have some map control when he's not coming in. As soon as he backs up there, right? He's starting to back up. He's starting to run away. Now we're back into drones. As soon as he's not committed to come forward anymore, we have spines. We have 3 spines about to finish. Drone City. Drone City. As soon as he comes in, we're going to attack him. Again, now he's going to attack us by our spines. This is not a good trade for him. Boom. Threw it away. And now we're making workers. So, at this point, what we start doing, again in the transition, what do we need to transition into? So I'm already starting to make workers again. We're going to go try to kill his pylons, and we're going to try to pick off all of his zealots that aren't in the big group. Because he can't walk into my base anymore. I've got a wall of spines and 2 queens behind it. So I'm droning hard now. Now we're starting to make overlords. I need to know, is he going into void rays behind this? What the hell is he doing? I'm just making workers. Just making workers right now. It's all about information at this point. I'm going to go into roaches because roaches are really good against zealots, and it seems like he's still making zealots. But I'm going to go try to get a pylon and supply block him a little bit. right? He can do one of two things: protect his pylons or run into my base. He's making a whole bunch of zealots. Now he's supply blocked. So I've lost a couple lings. Oh no. Look at this base. 4 spines with queens behind it. I've got 6 lings on the way. I'm up to 29 workers versus his 18. I want to see again what's going on. I was like, oh shit. So right here, I see that he's got a cybernetics core, so I'm thinking, oh, he's trying to tech up into something. I don't know what this is. I didn't click on it. It's actually just a pylon. He's just got pylons over here. He's not doing anything special or anything like that, but I should have clicked on. I should have been more attentive, so this was a mistake on my part. So I immediately send him back. I'm like, we gotta know what the fuck he's doing, but I'm gonna make some zealots. I'm gonna make some roaches because we need to be able to defend against the amount of stuff he's making. And I'm going up to about 38 workers, which is 2 fully saturated mineral lines and 2 gases. And I'm just gonna walk across the map with whatever I have after that. If we need to make roaches, that's fine. If we need more anti-air, we'll start making more queens. But I'm not afraid anymore. I've already beaten him. I've already won. I'm way, way ahead. And actually, if I just sent all those lings right up into his natural and kept these roaches at home, I probably would have won that way as well. So I see what he's trying to do. He's trying to make one more big huzzah push to try to kill me with whatever he has there. I'm just making a bunch of roaches. We don't need to make many more workers because we're already on 34 on his only 18. I know that he's not expanding because I've got lings in his natural and his third. At his third base and his potential 4th base. And now we're slowly rotating our spines forward. So we're going to force him to take a fight. And we're going to fight with our spines. If he runs by it, we have roaches now. I'm not too worried about it. I've got roaches and queens. Floating a whole bunch of cash because I'm supply blocked. I've got 7 overlords in the way now. I just held down the key. I could have made more queens during this time, but I'm like, I'm actually going to expand out. I'm not super good at this reaction yet. You should probably be making more queens. But as soon as I saw these adepts come in and I already had roaches out, totally not worried about this. We're going to attack with our spines.
You're under attack. Siege up. Hey, your base is under attack. It's a trap.
There it is. And now we're making roaches behind this. We don't need to do much else. I see that he's going for a robo there. And now we lose our queens, which isn't good, but I've won this game. There's nothing he can really do about it. He's going to try to kill my workers.
We're running out of minerals back home.
I've got so many workers versus him. Even though he's killed these workers, I'm on 30 to 18. We're killing all of his adepts, and we're going to push across the map. So now that I'm going to move across the map, we're putting spines back in their natural. So wherever your army is, you don't need to also have your spines there. You kind of, if you need to, you can spread it out. But yeah, at this point, I just killed them. So let's talk about it again really quick from the beginning. Let's go down on high speed. Let's look at it from both sides. So what we're going to be doing first is Overlord goes across the map. We have to understand what's going on. And as soon as we see something's fishy, we need to drop spines to be safe. However, in this specific one, we need to be dropping spines in our main mineral line, and we need to protect them. We protect them with our queens, and we protect our drones with the spines, and then we protect our spines with our lings and queens. So it's kind of, there's this harmony of how we protect everything and how we move in and about. And as soon as you're done with that, you're going to want to make sure that you are making nothing but Zerglings until you feel that you have control of the game again. Because he's in control right now. I'm reacting to him. I am reacting to him totally right now. As soon as he loses all these, now he's reacting to me. He's trying to kill stuff. He's trying to get this and that. I've got queens. I should have been making more queens during this time. Just keep making more and more and more and more queens. And at this point, as soon as I push out and he runs back, drones. We're making drones. So that's about it. I mean, after that, it depends on what he's doing. If he's going for triple Stargate after this, or if he has a big hidden base, all you have to do is make a big Ling Flood and go over to his hidden base. If he's going into like mass cannons or something like that, if he's got, you know, robos and things like that, you have to kind of make your decision. But as far as just stopping pure Zealot, this is how you do it. So after this, he was going into Adepts and Stalkers and things like that, so I had to get something besides just my unupgraded Lings. I could have gone upgraded +1 Lings, drop an upgrade down right now, instead of going into Roach Warden. I wouldn't consider going Banes, because Banes don't trade very well. They kind of trade negative, so you throw your Banes away and you hope that everything dies and you have to reuse that larva. So when you're only on 2 hatcheries, you don't have that much larva in the first place. It's probably best if you use a really larva efficient build. So like Queen Roach is really good, but in the beginning you really don't have anything else except for Lings. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you all in the next one. Welcome back. Today